Couple of alien children need The Rock to escort them out of the country in Race to Witch Mountain. Fans and first-time viewers, I was sick during the weekend, if you can't tell, and I'm trying to make up for it with this review of Race to Witch Mountain. This is a remake of an older film. We've seen many of these recently. And this one's PG for a change instead of some horror film. In it, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson plays Jack, a reformed convict turned cabbie with a heart of gold. He comes across some children who are requesting a ride out to the middle of the desert outside of Las Vegas. And, well, with a wad of cash, he complies. He takes them into some old abandoned house, and from there, just bizarre things start happening, and Jack can't put it together. Well, he finds out that he's escorting a couple of alien children who are on a mission to save their planet and ours. And trying to stop them is a predator-looking cyborg ninja alien of sorts. Well, Jack is a fairly likable guy, and along the way he encounters Carla Gugino, who is going to help them with their mission. They're kind of fighting against this alien guy and the U.S. government at the same time. It's not particularly funny, but the action is fairly suitable for children. There were some strange things going on that took over an hour before they were explained, and that was a little frustrating for me, such as these giant mucus balls hanging from the ceiling in this cavern that goes without explanation for well over 30 minutes, and then the kids explain, hey, that was where our parents were doing some lab test and they found out how to save our planet. If we bring this data back, then everything's all good. Why couldn't we have heard about this earlier instead of just being bombarded with action scene after action scene? There's a lot of guns in this movie, and that's a little strange for a movie that's PG coming from Walt Disney Studios. And that's really not a bad deal, but there isn't any direct gunfire incidences, but there is kind of a somewhat traumatizing moment where we have to have our cliche bullet time Matrix effect as a bunch of guns are unloaded at some children. But hey, these kids have powers and everything's fine for them, but I wouldn't want to have Jimmy try that sometime after watching the movie. I've seen The Rock in some bad roles, Southland Tales, but his comedic timing is something that certainly gives him another shot in more films. I think that's why he gets to play the tough guy who has to look over the kids occasionally. And for the most part, he does a pretty good job in this film. He's not particularly funny, but some of the situations he gets in are fairly unique. I like some of the charisma he had with the kids, although I would have reduced it down to just Sarah instead of Sarah and Seth duo of alien children, because that kid playing Seth, he's really not very good. He's giving Chris Klein's Charlie Nash a run for its money. The surprise thing about this film is that the special effects are really not so bad. There was occasional moments where things didn't look, quite up to Oscar caliber with the spaceship, but there was a lot of moments that were mildly surprising. So if you're looking for some effects, this is going to be a little bit better than The Day the Earth Stood Still. If you're looking for something to do with the kids, this is really not a bad option. It's certainly no masterpiece. There's a lot of things that make it quite forgettable. There's some ponderous music in places. The plot's kind of been there, done that. After all, this is a remake. However, I can see a lot worse that you can do. So I'm going to have to give this kind of a mild pass at 2.5 stars. Sort of a recommendation for family who is looking for this kind of entertainment. Not so much for a adult or anyone who is really looking for something a little bit edgier or more suspenseful or what have you. So that's my review for this week. I'll see you guys next time.